Hundreds of aircraft descended on the Western Antique, Aeroplane, and Automobile Museum's annual fly-in last weekend, with even more people lining up outside to see them. But it wasn't just the planes that were their attraction. There were also classic automobiles lurking around the parking lot. And plenty of old military hardware, including jeeps, guns, cannons, and of course tanks for people to gaze at. There were also attractions to keep plenty of local kids busy all day long. But of course the big draw was the planes. Lots and lots of planes. Biplanes. Monoplanes. Speedy pursuit aircraft. The occasional slow whirlybird. Loud military planes. Silent civilian gliders. Older planes. Newer space-age resembling aircraft. Small planes. And really big planes. We caught up with a few of the owners to talk about the aircraft they brought to the show.
Well, the kit out in about 1998, and I bought mine in 2001 when they had more of the parts already cut out and pilot hole drilled. And I had about 600 to 700 parts to make then. And you build it from the plans. Plans are where all the instructions are. I'm a slow builder, so it took me 2 years. I always wanted to check ahead and see where parts went, what's this for and where's it go. So it took me 2 years. And I'd been flying another kit that I'd built, a Kit Fox. And so when I had this finished and got it certified, I jumped in it and did the first flight.
Robin, model J1, built in 1929.
And what's unique about this aircraft?
Well, at the time it was probably one of the fanciest airplanes in 1929, kind of the Cadillac of the airplanes at that time. And they weren't very fast, but they were fairly big and roomy and would haul a big load, and so they were very popular. Eventually they became pretty outmoded, and so most of them eventually ended up in Canada and Alaska as bush airplanes, because they would carry big loads and get off the ground. This particular airplane was purchased in 1935 by a gentleman by the name of Richard Ames, and he took it to Alaska, brought it out to Seattle. It was disassembled and put on a barge and taken to Cordova, Alaska. And the young lady over here's husband's brothers, older brothers back in the 1930s, reassembled the airplane, and then it was in Alaska until at the end of World War II, when it became pretty much a derelict, and it was used as a bush airplane up there, and it was brought back and gradually restored over about a 20-year period of time.
No matter the kind of plane, they would inevitably attract throngs of people to have a look at the aircraft, both come rolling in and go soaring off. Until they were nothing but specks against a bright blue sky. Ben McCarty, Hood River News.